that's a triple play. New episodes, I couldn't wait. Yeah. Open your mind at the first gate. Press play, no need to debate. AOA, check me out. Look, clocked in, you can catch the hype. Golden Dawn, how we follow the light. Anime like life, married to it, my wife.
Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna get the flashback, like, from his perspective. So how on earth did Paul and the girl survive when everyone else was gone? Oh, did it literally, like, take the whole village, like the fences in the house and everything? So where was Paul? Oh, okay. So he was in the house. Okay. For some reason, I thought he was in, like, the area where the house was, and the beam just teleported everything else. But he was there. It just yeeted him out of all of that. So he just got dropped. Yeah. Okay. So I guess, yeah, like, literally everybody just got thrown all these random places. I don't understand why this chick's not wearing clothes. This is gonna blow. It's gonna boggle my mind until I get an answer. Oh, damn. It's always harder than a kid. You know what we need to be doing, bro? We need to be putting our differences aside and find out who the hell made this demon beam happen and punch them in the face. That's who needs to get hit. Oh, he was trying to set that up. Damn, bro. They went through some glasses. Yeah, thank you. Why is he like not willing to admit that Rudius could have had it rough? What do you? He just said he's from there, bro. Bro, this guy is coming in clutch with like the exposition for Paul. Because he has to put on that face, bro. Yeah. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh, dude, this character and me right now. Cause you look like. Oh my god. I'm like getting mad at Paul. Well, look at the table. You tell me. I'm gonna have to learn this man's name, bro. Yeah, for real. After all the grief and shit you're giving yourself over looking for your family, of which Rudius is a part of. Bro, that guy, MV fucking P of this episode. I don't care what else happens in the next, like, 20-ish minutes or whatever. MVP. Girl, put some clothes on. It's ridiculous. Damn, bro, she's trying to sleep. You just want to, like, sit on her bed like that? Yeah, I don't understand like why he would have wanted to see him in worse wear. Like to make yourself feel better. Paul has some fucking demons to work through, dude. Like with a capital D, and we just came from the demon continent. Oh, that bread tear animation. just be looking good. And I don't really know why or what else to say about it. Ooh. He said, I don't know what you got going on inside you, man, but man the fuck up and go deal with your kid. Oh shit, out of that whole place? Well, we know something's not quite right with them, but it's not exactly that. he never came. Let it out, dude. Let it out. Damn, bro. That's good. That's some good shit right there. That's some genuine emotion. That was wow. Oh shit, yeah, I got to break it. I don't know why, dude. That just hit me. Whew, dude. This episode, dude. If I, never mind. I'll save it for the discussion. Oh, they are brother and sister. He said, "Come on now, don't be like that. Say goodbye to your brother." And buy this woman some clothes, for the love of God. It's just ridiculous. Whatever, I can't. Yeah, Geese? That's his name? Geese, bro. This man just like goes wherever he wants and makes every place he goes a little bit brighter. Oh man. Oh, that was good. That episode got me. That episode dead ass got me. All right, so what I was gonna say, if episode 16, bro, was like the primer, that shit was the fucking paint, bro. That shit came in like episode 16 got you it got you like hyped, it got you amped up, you know, it got your emotions riled up. That had the whole fight, the altercation. It forced you to like think about who's right and who's wrong, and it's like, like fuck you, but like also kind of fuck you, and like why is everybody being mad? Like you guys just met each other, and it's like, and then this episode is like, oh yeah, no, like I act like I literally can't even speak, bro. That's all I can't even speak. I can't even speak. Oh my god, that was good. This, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is what I love about this show, is that there are so many isekai that like when the main character dies, you know, like has their death in the real world, that's it. That's the first and only time you hear about that portion of their life, because all it is a mechanism to get this character from point A to point B, which is the start of their journey in the fantasy world. And then whoever they are in the fantasy world, that might as well have been who they are and who they've always been their entire life. But this show doesn't do that. It doesn't forget who Rudy actually is. It doesn't forget who he used to be, all of the advantages that might come with, all of the hang-ups, and there are a lot of hang-ups. You know, in some ways, like people, you know, you have to realize that, like, Rudy, you know, it's just so fitting that he's in like the body of an 11-year-old kid, because in some way, like in a lot of ways, he is still growing up and he's still learning like what is right, what's wrong, like, you know, how to act in front of people, how not to act. Like, you know, there are certain like tendencies and stuff that he has now, but you know, when Guy sat down with him and he was like, man, that must have been a lot for an 11-year-old kid to go through, genius or not. It's like, yeah, dude, that stuff's only going to push you or get you to X limit, get you so far. At the end of the day, like, it's still a kid. It's like, but then you have this whole, Paul is grieving, and the only defense mechanisms he knows is to, like, throw himself into this, like, alcohol ridden, stump, and sort of, like, expect the worst, because then if it happens, it's like, oh, well, you know what? That's what I always thought was going to happen. So in a way, like, there's a level of relief in the predictability, right? In that scenario, obviously, like, that's a terrible thing and you wouldn't want to do that, but pain is always slightly easier to endure if you were expecting it, if you knew it was coming. I put "knew" in air quotes because you don't, you never actually know. But, like, if Paul was running around here, with a smile on his face and a pep in his step, and, like, oh, I'm going to do my best to look for them, but I trust, I believe in the heart of the cards type beat that, like, they will come back. And then he got some, like, news they were dead, or one of them just rolled up, like, half dismembered, like that freaky nightmare. That might have actually broke him beyond repair. And so, like, Paul's, his natural defense mechanism, which isn't, uncommon, is to sort of put himself in this rut and beat himself down until he expects all of these bad things are just gonna happen, so that when they do, if they do, he's not, he'd still be hurt by it, but he's not as hurt, because he's like, okay, I've basically been prepping for this day, since I had the revelation, since I had the realization. But I mean, as this episode showed, and as, most of us know, you can't do that, right? I mean, because then you end up closing off all of your emotions, and you end up closing off this weird part of your brain where emotion and logic kind of meet in the middle. And realizing that it doesn't matter what Rudius has been through. It doesn't matter whether it was easy for him or hard. It doesn't matter, what you were thinking. Because the fact of the matter is, this crazy demon, beam thing came out the fucking sky and, yeeted everybody that you've ever known and cared about out of existence, or out of your existence, I should say. And right here, right now, your son is standing in front of you, who you thought was dead. So it's like, yeah, learn to live in the moment type thing, right? Learn to appreciate what's in front of you, what's next to you, because it may not always be there, and it may not always be there for as long as you think, right? It's kind of a, connects to that saying, you don't know what you have until it's gone. Learn to cherish, the people, the things you have, but obviously most importantly, the people you have in your life, because that's those, I guess the sort of sad realism of life, right, is that nobody deserves anything. Nobody's owed anything, right? Anything good you have in your life could disappear tomorrow. I know this is heavy and it sounds sad, but I guess what I mean is, like, all the more reason to really make sure that those people in your life understand how much you give a damn about them today. Because there might not be, a next week. There might not be a 2 days from now, or whatever. And it was exemplified so beautifully. I just love the way this show handles this kind of shit, dude. It doesn't like sugarcoat it. It doesn't shy away from it. It doesn't, like, downplay it. It doesn't, everything is just so real. Like, every feeling they go through, every emotion, every, the way that they tackle these concepts and themes, and just everything that's displayed in these scenes. Like, it's not just, like, all, heart gutting, drama, or, laugh out loud comedy. It's like this, it's like life. I'm beating around the bush here. I guess it's like life. It's a weird mix of all of the things. And it's just, these characters are great, dude. I really love them. Absolutely. I love them. They're so real. They're so real. They're so understandable. And I gotta be honest, man, of all the shows I'm watching, like, this is the kind of shit that I appreciate, is, like, getting some characters that are, like, real, and displaying feeling. And, like, don't get me wrong, there's other shows that I'm currently watching on the channel and have watched you know, that deal with like feelings and emotion. But you know, when you talk about a lot of like, especially shonen anime, it usually all comes from this like heightened place of like hyper realism, you know. It's nice to like sit down with something that's like, let's tackle some like like, you know, some like raw real shit that like that you or somebody you know has probably had to deal with. Not like the exact scenario obviously, but you know, like just, you know, dealing with a relative you haven't seen in a long time, or a friend, or a significant other. You know, maybe somebody hurt you and you don't know exactly how to forgive them, if you want to forgive them, you know, if it's worth it or not. There's fuck, dude. Fuck. And it got me. I won't say crying. I don't know. I was definitely, eyes were watery. I was like right there. I think if they had hit me with like, I don't know what they could have, but like one more emotional gut punch, I'd have been straight streams. But they definitely hit me. I was definitely there. I was emotionally compromised. That was good. Oh man. Okay. Fuck this. All right. I'm gonna stop. I just keep do this. I just keep ranting and keep rolling on. Keep fucking talking like people care what I'm saying. All right. Please, if you enjoyed this video in some way, shape, or form, don't forget to like and comment down below with your favorite part of this show, favorite character, favorite whatever, anything, favorite food, favorite outdoor activity. I don't care. Just like let's have a dialogue. Let's have a conversation. And don't forget to subscribe, because amongst Mushoku Tensei, we're also watching 86. Season 1 of that is relatively wrapping up, I believe. We have Haikyuu still going on. We're on the tail end, actually, I would say, of season 4. I'm watching Hunter x Hunter. Just tons of other anime, One Piece, and tons more, like, you know, in the future, down the pipeline. So definitely subscribe, hit the bell button so you don't miss when videos go live. And come along, because this journey, the journey of watching shows like this is fun, but it's all the more fun with you guys. So yeah. Oh, also shout out to the MVPs in this episode. That bartender, because like he didn't have to fucking do anything that he did. He didn't do like a whole lot, but he definitely did enough. And Geese, bro, like, is he a fucking part-time therapist? What's up with that man, bro? I'm ready to look him up in some phone book or something, or like on Google, and be like, how can I talk to him? And I just want him to spit all my problems at me straight, and why I suck and how I could get better. The way he just like reverse Uno'd 180'd Paul, and like Paul's like, I know what's going on. And he's like, no, motherfucker, you really don't. Whew, dude. And then oh man. All right, that's it. I'm gonna turn this camera off so I can go cry in peace. Bye.
Ninjas are samurais, blaze of the kunais. Find me in the leaf of the cloud, screaming out Bankai. We just some ghouls though, who like seeing parts fly. They like what you saying, Goma got more through the storylines. I tested your neck from the start. My hunters gon' come for your heart. I promise you'll land in my boulevard. Left them in one piece, no